Hi everyone, I hope you're well. Today I thought I'd do a little bit of a meal prep video for you because it's Sunday and I'm thinking about what I'm going to be eating for the week ahead. So I'm going to be making my breakfast for the week, my lunches for the week, and sort of prepping my dinners in advance of the week so that I can just enjoy life and not have to think about cooking constantly all day, every day. To be honest, I don't really feel very well today. I feel pretty rubbish. So the thought of eating food isn't really that high up on my list, but preparing food for the week ahead I thought would just take my mind off all my troubles. So all the things I'm making today or preparing today are gluten-free and they're low FODMAP, which is thumbs up for my stomach, hopefully. Hopefully it will play ball, who knows. But yeah, right now I'm going to start making my breakfast for the week, which are going to be some strawberry and rhubarb fruit pots. They're basically my version of like a fruit corner and kind of a crunch corner together because there's some crunchy bits to it and some fruit bits to it, so it's the best of everything. And yeah, I'm going to be making it with some lactose-free yogurt so that it's low FODMAP, and I will link the recipe in the description below, so if you want to check it out, do so. So for the fruit compote, I'm going to need some strawberries, which I've chopped, some rhubarb, which I've chopped, some lemon juice, some water, and some sugar. And just in advance, if you hear any sort of munching noises or weird noises, that will be Peggy. She is chewing on an antler at the moment, and she's really enjoying it, aren't you, Peg? Peggy? Peggy? So I pop the hob on a really low heat, and then it's really simple. I just add everything in. So firstly, I'll add in my strawberries and my rhubarb at the same time. Then I'll add my lemon juice, I'll add my water, and last but not least, my sugar. So yeah, I've mixed everything in now, and then I'm just going to leave it for probably about 20 minutes so that the strawberries and rhubarb can break down, become all really mushy, and then it will start to like thicken up and become a really nice coloured compote. So this is what it looks like when it's done. It's all broken down and stuff, and you can still see some bits of the fruit, but that just gives it a really nice sort of chunky texture. Right, so I've allowed my compote to cool and it's sitting here now all beautifully. And now I'm going to like put everything together in its different pots and stuff so that it's ready for me to take it with me during the week ahead. So this is my meal prep breakfast, and when I want to eat it, I can just put this in here, a little bit like this. Now I'm going to prepare 4 more of these, and then I'll show you how to make my lunch. So now I'm going to start preparing my lunches for the week, and that is going to be very simple, omelettes 3 ways. So I'm going to be making cheese and chive, cheese and ham, and cheese and tuna. As you can see, I love cheese a little bit too much, but whatever. The cheese actually is lactose free, so it's all low FODMAP and thumbs up and everything. So yeah, I guess I better get cracking. So super simple. For my omelettes, I'm going to be needing some eggs, of course, free range large eggs. I'm going to use some ham, some tuna, some chives, and of course the cheese. So first up, I'm going to crack 3 eggs into here. I'm going to add a little bit of salt in, add a little bit of pepper, and then maybe just a bit of just beat it. That's enough. Okay, so now I'm going to take my eggs and pour them into my frying pan. So I'm going to leave that for literally like a minute or 2 until the underside is completely cooked. So it's looking a bit more done around the edges, so I'm going to put my filling in. So I'm going to put my cheese all on one side, and then I'm going to put a little bit of ham in, and then all I'm going to do now is fold it over and let it cook. So that's my first omelette done, and now I'm going to make my next one, which is cheese and chive. Omelettes cool, and I'm now going to cut them in half, pop them in a lunchbox each, put some rocket on top, and then put them in the fridge so they're ready for lunches for the rest of the week. So I seem to have one bit left over. I miscalculated slightly, so I guess that's my lunch sorted. So I'm gonna have that now. Okay, so it's now time for me to prepare my dinners for the week. Basically, I wanted to prepare 3 different things because I don't like to have the same sort of food every day, which is something that I find can be a bit of a problem with meal prep, that people make one massive batch of something and then always have the same thing 5 days in a row, and that's not what I want. So I'm making 3 different sauces. I'm making a katsu sauce, I'm making a sweet and sour sauce, and I'm making like a tomato pasta sauce. They're all gluten-free, of course, and they're also all low FODMAP, which is not always the case if you bought them from the shop, but mine are low FODMAP. So I'm gonna get cracking with those now and yeah, show you how I make them. So first up, I'm going to start with my katsu sauce, and the ingredients I'll need are really, really simple. So I need some gluten-free soy sauce, some garlic-infused olive oil, some bay leaves, some garam masala, which make sure it hasn't got any onion or garlic in it, some curry powder. I've got actually a low FODMAP recipe for my curry powder on the blog, so I'll link in the description below to that because it's awesome. A couple of carrots, some gluten-free plain flour, and some stock, which this stock from Tesco here is amazing because it is low FODMAP. Okay, so I've added some garlic infused olive oil to my wok, and then I'm going to add in my carrots, and I'm going to let my carrots fry in the garlic oil until they're slightly softened. Okay, so in goes the flour, in goes the curry powder, and then I'm just going to mix it all around for about a minute. Then I'm going to pour in my chicken stock, my gluten-free soy sauce, and a couple of bay leaves. And then I'm just going to mix it all together until it's nicely thickened up. So the sauce is lovely and thick now. It's taken about 15-20 minutes, and I'm just going to add my garam masala. And now the super fun part where you try and pick out the bay leaves without trying to burn yourself. Ooh, ow, got ya. And last but not least, I'm gonna add in my chicken. And then once the chicken is all cooked, it's finished, it's done. Okay, so I've let it cool down, and now I'm going to spoon it into my lunch boxes and put it into the fridge. And last but not least, I'm going to chop some fresh chives on top. So all I need to do when I want to eat this now is to reheat this, cook up some rice, and bish bash bosh, that is dinner. So I'm just going to pop the lids on and pop them in the fridge. Right, so next up I'm going to make my sweet and sour sauce, so I just need to get everything ready and then I'll be right with you. Okay, so what I'm going to need is 1 green pepper finely chopped, some pineapple chopped, some pineapple juice, some rice wine vinegar, a little bit of sugar, some corn flour mixed with some water, and some low FODMAP ketchup. So we're going to start by frying up some green pepper. Okay, so whilst my peppers are frying up, I'm going to mix a load of this stuff in a bowl ready to make the sauce. Starting with my low FODMAP ketchup, next some rice wine vinegar, a little bit of sugar, and some pineapple juice. And I'm just going to mix it all together. So now I'm going to add this to my wok with the peppers. So I'm going to pour this in. So I brought it to the boil, now I'm just going to turn it down to simmer. Just going to add my corn flour, and then add my pineapple. And now I'm going to add my chicken. My final sauce is the simplest of them all. It is quite simply a tomato pasta sauce, so I'll show you what I need for it right now. It's so easy to make, so basically I've just got some chopped tomatoes, some herbs de Provence or mixed herbs, whatever, garlic infused olive oil, some basil puree, and some spinach. So firstly I'm going to heat up some garlic infused olive oil, and then I'm going to add in some of my chopped tomatoes. Next I'm going to add in a little bit of basil puree, and then a little bit of my herbs de Provence, and then put in some salt, a little bit of pepper, and then just add some spinach and allow it to wilt down. And finally I'm going to add my chicken in. So all I've got to do when I want to have this one is cook up some pasta, reheat that, mix it all together, and I've got an amazing meal. And I'm done! Right, so that's all my meals prep for the week, which is awesome because now I can just sit back, relax and do nothing. Or rather, I've got loads of stuff to do, but it means I don't have to spend my time in the kitchen when I could be working, I could be having fun. I'll just get to go to the fridge, get it out, heat it up, and wham bam, thank you me, I've made some nice food, which is awesome. I know I mentioned earlier today that I wasn't feeling that well and I was hoping this would actually take my mind off it. It definitely took my mind off it whilst I was cooking, but now that I'm thinking about it, my stomach is still feeling pretty terrible, which is a shame, but my meals are prepped now, so I can just go, as I said, and lie down on the sofa, chill out, and yeah, hopefully it'll be better by the morning. Oh, and just a reminder that the links to all the recipes are in the description below, and follow me up here on Instagram. That would be nice, thank you. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments if you'd like more videos like this, or like just let's talk about meal prep, why not? Anyway, I will see you all very soon. Goodbye.